Okay, we are live.
No, it's many parts. Huh?
Yeah, we are live now, I think.
I have the mandate to read, then that's just very few things that we can now take.
Okay, go ahead and finish up. So, our sisters and brothers, we are back. We're going to label this part 2. For some reason, Facebook cut it off and we had to start all over. So hopefully they will allow us to finish this part 2 without any further interruption. So, Sister Augusta, please go ahead with the document.
Okay, so this is the last part of the document, and that is the mandate that the people are given. So, of representations made to the Solemn Assembly by the Lower Niger Congress, the Solemn Assembly resolved that, having been openly rejected by the rest of Nigeria, and in view of our right to self-determination as enunciated in the United Nations Declarations and the Rights of the Indigenous Peoples of 2007, Article 3, 4, and 5, to take steps in exercise of that right by seeking a future outside the union of attrition called Nigeria via a non-violent process driven by consensus of the peoples of the territory, verified through a referendum. The Assembly adopted the 1985 map of the Lower Niger as the geographical basis of our proposed federation. Accordingly, the following steps were mandated by the Solemn Assembly. Number 1, the distillation of a charter of relationships by the ethnic nations of the Lower Niger according to the aforesaid 1885 map, which may become the basis of the federative constitution of the proposed Lower Niger Federation. Number 2, a referendum of the peoples of the Lower Niger on the question of self-determination to be preceded by extensive consultations with the populace, mainly through town hall meetings, as well as consultations with international stakeholders via direct representations. Number 3, to avoid a repeat of the wicked expropriation of the assets enacted against the people of the Lower Niger in 1970 via the Abandoned Property Decree and Assets Protection and Guarantee Scheme, APGS, to secure at least in value the assets of the people of the Lower Niger situate outside the Lower Niger territory within Nigeria. Number 4, a recall home for consultations of all persons of the Lower Niger, elected or appointed, present or prospective, or in any other way connected with the management of Nigeria under the current constitution, with a view to determining the propriety or otherwise and or extent of further participation in the affairs of the Union. Formal announcements specifying dates and venues for such consultations shall be made in due course. Number 5, a standing all-purpose committee of the Solemn Assembly to be constituted to oversee the processes herein outlined and to deal with discussions involving all persons and institutions in furtherance to these mandates of the Solemn Assembly. As we prepare for this all-important referendum of self-determination, let it be known to the whole world that the Union of Nigeria is now a disputed project, and until the disputes are fully resolved, all international stakeholders are hereby put on notice and advised to take these realities into account in their dealings. This document was signed on behalf of the Solemn Assembly by Ikemba Colonel Joe Achuzia, is retired, is the chairman of the Solemn Assembly, signed for and on behalf of the conveners. We also have Fred Agbegbe Esquire, is the president of Lower Niger Congress. We have Ogoriba Timi Kazai William, co-convener, and we have Tony Nadi, Secretary General, Lower Niger Congress. So this is all about the Lower Niger Congress document.
So, you see, we are making our people understand that when you want to do something, building a nation is not like opening one small business, like one shop. It's something that you have to put all the people that are supposed to make up that nation, because that's the problem we have in Nigeria. We said that we are not part of the people that formed Nigeria. Somebody said, you are not part of Nigeria. So how can we now be moving out of Nigeria? I want to repeat the same mistake.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense. And that's why it's important for you to galvanize all the people that will make up that nation first. I hear people say, oh, when we finish, they will join. No. And that's why, because you see, this is it. So people say, where is the schedule? Where is the time? This is the schedule. 20 years a map, timeline, activities, and 14 has been acquired, remaining just 2. Work has been going on because you don't need noise to do this work. This is intelligent work, not noise work. It's not market, buy this and buy that. It was based on this work that when LNC came back from, because told you that all of them, when they finished the joint proclamation, they all went to now do their own solemn assemblies in their own regions. Yoruba people did their own, Middle Belt did their own, Lower Niger people did their own. When they now finished, the last one was 2018, that of Makurdi. They now moved because we have the vision of how these things will be. 75% of the work is to bring down the constitution. 5% is intra-regional cohesion. Then you have inter-regional cohesion. Then you have the international aspect of it, going to meet the international world to say, we the people, we have agreed, this is what we want to do. So they have got to do that. So by the time they came back in July 2019 from US, having discussed with the people of the world, you saw US making changes. Already US has made the budget that they need to intervene in this whole thing. So sometimes people are saying, oh, what have you done? What have you achieved? Because you don't understand. And I tell my people, if you don't understand, it's not my fault now. You're supposed to understand. You're supposed to read and understand. But you refuse to understand. That does not mean that people are not working. US has made the budget they need. And it was out of that budget that they gave money that anybody that will catch a shekau or whatever. It was from that budget. If you know how these things work, you find out that nobody will do anything. US, for instance, will not do anything you have not planned and made budget for it. So for them to say that they're bringing so to give whoever that will have them catch shekau, that means they had a budget for that. So they're already planning. You understand? They are planned on what to do. Then in August, September, you saw UN. UN came to Nigeria. That's when they came and declared the constitution pressure cooker, waiting to explode.
Pressure cooker for injustice.
Yeah. Then in December, US placed Nigeria on a special watch list, security watch list. These things, they're not doing it by themselves. Somebody is making these things happen. It's work. People are working and making these things happen. Why some people are making noise and getting very angry if you tell them they're making noise? Because that's how you know somebody is fraudulent. If you're doing something and you're cheating and somebody tells you you're cheating, you start shouting, abusing the person, insulting the people, because you know that what you're doing is fraudulent. You know yourself. Your conscience is telling you that what you're doing is not right. So we're telling our people, it is not time to attract war to our land. It's not. Instead, powerful nations, when there's a threat, they move the war away from their locality to the enemy's camp. You do not attract them and wait until they come to you. Then you start fighting on your own land. That's not a good strategy. And all these people walking up and down, talking war, war, war. Ask them, what is the strategy of war they have? What strategy do you have? How many months do you want to fight the war? Where do you want to fight it? War is not something you sleep. After drinking Gary, you jump up and say, I want to fight war. You strategize for war because you want to be successful. But usually you fight war when all negotiations have failed. But my people have not even started the negotiation. Yoruba people have gone ahead. They did their security because based on all the agreements, Yoruba people now went home to gather their people. Gather their people, form their security outfit. All these things was part of what they needed to do. Makurdi people, Benue Middle Belt people are doing their own. We are supposed to do our own. We understand our own. Why is a little bit technical is because we don't have one language. Our area is multi-religious, multi-linguistic, multi-ethnic area. So you cannot, one person cannot speak for the rest of the nations there. We have other nations in that lower Niger area. And all these nations will speak for themselves. You will not jump up and start speaking for an Yoruba man, because I see Mr. Magnus trying to gather his people. And my people are busy insulting him. Why will you be insulting him? He is doing what he's supposed to do. The Ijaw people will gather themselves, Yoruba people will gather themselves. They are all nationalities in that area. Igbos, understand what is going on and stop spoiling what is going on. People are working. Yorubas are working. The only group disturbing the whole people now, as it is the Igbos. Because they are not understanding how things happen. They are not understanding the strategy. They are not understanding the protocol. They think it's just by shouting on the street and getting killed. Please, my people, it is time to begin to form that coalition. The rest are ready. They are waiting for Igbos. Enough of your noise. Enough of your empty noise, my people. Enough of your empty noise. The governors of Igbo land begin to interact with each other. Begin to come together, begin to form cohesion. The work has already been done. It's just for us to now finish it up and wrap it up and get the final document signed. Thank you.
Thank you, sisters. Hopefully they will listen. The point of the matter that Egente, this time it is Egente, when the war starts and the fire start burning, all of a sudden their ears will open. That eardrum that was plugged will open. Please, let's do the right thing. Let's come together. Let's drop our pride and our prejudices, whatever that you may have that is stopping you for truly being the best you in terms of this restoration project. Let's drop it. This is not about one man or one woman. This is about the leadership within that we are using this opportunity today to tell you that you have the ability to lead. Start from your home. Start from explaining to your community. Start from where you are. Americans will say the neck of your wood. Start from your neck of your wood and then move on, because we really need everyone to be that strong leader that we are looking for. So whatever that you think makes some people claim that they cannot be, but there's nothing that you cannot do if only you try and you try and you try your best. Most of the time you're able to achieve it. I know some people that have gone ahead and become different kind of professional people that they didn't think ever that they would become. But when the situation changed and I went on Africa, they realized this is the only way I can get a sustainable job. Guess what? They became chemistry majors. They started reading it one way or the other. So that goes to tell us that we are capable of doing things. We just don't want to wait till we get back to the wall before we start making the necessary changes to get where we are. Again, we do want to emphasize, forget the middlemen. We like to do direct. Get with your village people, find out who is in charge of security, and let's get them fortified, because something is happening and we do not want to be caught unprepared. Again, go on YouTube, ask Google, self-defense, how can I protect myself? Like I said, there's so many things little things you can put in a bottle, you spray it in somebody's eyes and the job is done. So please don't sit in your home and wait for somebody to jump over the fence and kick the door open with a knife. Get you some acid as they're coming in. They will be blind in 1 second. Please look out for things that you can do. Don't be caught unprepared. We cannot emphasize this enough. Forget about the pastors. It's their prayers that distracted us all along. Their so-called fake prayers and fasting and praying and bringing money to the church. While we're supposed to be building up our communities, we are building up church, we are buying jets for our pastors, and we even justify it when you ask them, why are you buying jets for your pastors? Oh, he has to go to a meeting, he has to go here. Oh, really? Really? Please, let's get it together.
Sometimes they'll say he has to share tracks, so that once he's on the jet, it will be shared. It will throw the tracks and everybody will catch the pamphlets or tracks or whatever, or bulletin.
Wow.
I mean, I'm like, duh, does it even make sense?
Yeah, that is painful
It's
to
not
listen.
boiled down to my people being deceived when they refuse to read documents.
That's
Bible is there for you to read and study and challenge your pastors, but you will not read it. The same way now we have brought documents, UN has brought documents for self-determination, you refuse to read it. And people, 42 groups, are taking advantage of your ignorance, using you to make money for themselves. When one finishes building his own, the other one will come. The one that they train will come and do his own, and then start competing whether he will make more money than his organ that trained him. Because you are not being who God has made you to be. I want to show our people another map. This map is the map. If you see this small white parts here, this is Biafra of 1967. The Biafra of 1967. All this yellow part is all the enemies that surrounded us. This is it. And we say we don't want a repeat of it. For those that are calling for war without strategy, calling for war without preparing. You see, we were surrounded. It was only the grace of God that delivered us. But this new map is now the new one that comes from the cohesion we are talking about. The intra-regional cohesion and the inter-regional cohesion. You see, it has made you a new majority. Now we are inside this white place. We are no more minority. Like this, even if you want to go to war, you will be sure that you will win. The war without strategy is suicide. And we do not want that suicide. We, the women, do not want that type of war. If you want to be ready for war, when we see you, we will know that you are ready for war. But right now, you are not ready because you have no strategy. You're talking from all the sides of your mouth. One is standing at the north, one is standing at the... You cannot even talk to yourselves. You cannot even communicate with yourselves. Who goes to war like that? You think it's just to buy ammunition and pump it down into our land so that get our women and children killed? You think that's what going to war means? The Fulanis have been strategizing since I was born. People cannot come together and strategize, and you're shouting war, 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 war. Are you ready? Look at what you need to do, strategy. Strategy will make you to stop being the chase, become the chaser. That's what strategy does. It will make the hunter to become hunted. That's what strategy does. If you strategize properly, you do not need to lose anyone. We do not need to die again. We died 3.5 million. Already. And that's enough. That's enough for us to get our nation. We do not need to die again. And the Fulanis know it. They know that if we strategize well, that it's game over for them. That's why they're moving people into our land. Because they're already afraid. They are seeing the work that LNC is doing. They are seeing the strategy that LNC is using. All this cohesion, all these international allies and everything, they are with us. They're already working with us and they are ready. Yes. All they're waiting for is for the Igbos. The Igbos alone. The rest
the Agentis to start.
For the Igbos to put their acts together and stop dividing themselves into 20. This one, freedom fighting A, freedom fighting B, freedom fighting G. We need to come together. The job has been done. It's just for us to come together. The rest are ready. This part, all these Yoruba people are ready ahead of you. Okay. Middle belt, they're ready. Even Lower Niger, they're ready. They're just waiting for you, Igbos, to stop being selfish and greedy. The life of our women and children matter to us. And we don't want them to be killed again. We want to be powerful. When you form alliance with the people that matter, you become a new majority and you become powerful. Nobody commits suicide by making yourself making yourself trapped in. Then you become weak.
Well done, my sister. Thank you for sharing that map. You know, some of us we are graphic. We like to see things, photographic. We like to see things for it to make sense. Thank you so much for sharing it. When you have that little dot versus the alliance territory that we are talking about. It creates a clear picture of what we are trying to achieve here. So, and yes, it makes perfect sense. That is why they're sending all these foreigners to come and stay in that alliance area so that the vote will skew towards them. So it's always good to be smarter. For those of us, you that think with women talk too much, you just don't know. Yeah, maybe you're not talking. Maybe if you're not talking, I don't even think you're thinking. Anyway, to start with. So we are ready for phone calls. Our WhatsApp number is +1 281 643 7283, and our phone number is +1 774 338 0942. +1 774 338 0942. I am going to okay, I already pinned it. So I already pinned that information. So give us a call and let's talk about, have a discussion about this and see what you think, and, try to clarify some information that may have been mixed while we are talking. So this is a good time to give us a call. If not, we'll just close. Again, the number is +1. And last week I got so much phone call after the show. And then once the show ends, I'm leaving my phone here to run and take care of my family. So this is a time to call to have a discussion. After the show has ended, I am not able to take a phone call. Neither am I going to check the WhatsApp text. I will not be able to do so. So carry on, come in and have a discussion with us. What we are trying to emphasize here is that having that internal cohesion, like my sister said, is important. And internal cohesion does not mean when somebody agrees with you, they become a saboteur. Like, give them a superior argument. Convince me why I should buy this product from you. Convince me why I should be in a nation with you. That's all you have to do. It's not something that you get upset about and start calling names and all that. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. And mind you may not be able to convince everyone, but that's okay. You've done your best. You move on to those that you're able to convince. I know a salesman. One time a man came here to sell me a vacuum cleaner for $50,000 or $3,000. I'm like, what kind of vacuum cleaner do you sell for $50,000? He came here, talked to me. He refused to leave. I'm like, I even gave him food to eat. I'm like, I'm not buying this vacuum cleaner for this amount. He kept talking and vacuuming things and telling me these are the things that your regular family vacuum cleaner will not get out from you. I said, I can't. I just can't. So he decided, we parted way by him saying, if I know of anyone else he can refer him to, I can do so. And then he left. It was a long battle. The poor guy was here all day. So anyway, the gist of the story is that sometimes you may not convince who you're trying to convince.
I wasn't strong enough. They got me.
Did you give him food? I gave my food though. He's like, he never eating rice like this. I gave him rice. He said, oh my God, this rice is so good. He was here for 3 hours, so he refused to leave. And I felt so bad. I said, oh my God. My dear. So the point that we're trying to make is that sometimes you cannot convince others, and if you're like Sister Queen, you may get her if you talk long enough. It did not make sense to me to invest in something like that.
Oh my God.
So
sometimes it's difficult, like, hey, yeah, sorry, this one has talked too much. Okay. That's why it's not good.
I know. So give us a call.
Sympathy.
Yeah, give us a call so we can talk about this. Again, the numbers are +2 281 643 7283 and +1 774 338 0942. So our people are in that situation at home. Something is definitely changing the demographic. These people are changing the demographic of our land by dropping these men. And like we said, if we are seeing the ones that we're seeing during the day, imagine the ones that they're dropping off in the middle of the night. So before you know it, your whole backyard will be, full of foreigners, especially if you have some type of forestry back there. So it's quite scary. It's quite scary. Imagine our little ones that our mothers are sending out to go and sell bananas and oranges. God knows what is happening to them, especially our young girls. And these parents don't have a choice. They have to do what they have to do And at the end of all of this, it's always the girls that will have the short end. It's the girls that will get the diseases. It's the girls that will get pregnant. It's the girls that will suffer even more, because once you have a baby now, your troubles have, quadruple. So you're already in abject poverty, selling bananas and orange, and now you're pregnant with a baby and your mother is not happy with you. You don't know who got you pregnant. My dear, this whole thing is sad. It is sad. So when let's get together and get this thing done, and stop calling each other's name. If we have divergent opinion, move on to your next one. Here in America, they have Democrats and Republicans. They're still working in the same White House and Senate. Yeah, but at the end of the day, you believe what you believe. So it is what it is, We must
learn to work together, actually, because it's normal to have different opinions sometimes, but we just say, how do we meet ourselves in the middle? Which is what like Lower Niger did with the name. For some people, because we know that some parts of the people did not accept certain name. So they decided, okay, let's meet ourselves in the middle. Let's get what we want. Then later we can now talk and vote on other things. And that's how you do to move ahead. You don't just start somewhere and then expect that everybody must like what you like, worship what you worship. No, my God. Life is not like that. Worship who you want to worship. It's not a must that I might find that person,
at the same level. We have a brother
I might not accept that person. Let them not worship the person.
We have a brother, Onye Abuchi Ako. He says, now that they want to bring war to us, what are your plans in ground to defend? In ground? Oh, in ground. I think he wants to write in ground. In ground to defend our people. So my brother, we have mentioned
now. I will not be talking. We'll be telling them what to do now.
Right. It's sad, I almost want to say don't even do anything, because we've been lamenting about this for many years for us to fortify ourselves, and people did not listen. So I think at this dire situation, Mazi Onyabuchi, the most important thing is for us to fortify our village vigilantes, to get them more ammunition, to hire more young men, especially they don't have a job to start with. So this is a even good time to start that. Hire them and put them in place, and we'll have people that are taking shifts. Our brother in South Africa did a good job. He said we should have them take shift 12 hours. So here. That's what people work here in America. We have group that are monitoring doing in the morning. The morning one will switch over to the evening ones. Those are the important things that we must do now, Mazi. So fortifying our village vigilantes, we should not go through any middleman, because more they go through middleman, the road becomes longer. So it's better that we go direct to the village square, the village man, the village, not the chief now, because the chief, they were all there. They should have made all this arrangement. We're talking about who we can trust as the person that will deliver, to make sure that these things are done, because we don't want stories. We don't want to be emotional about this. We don't want to hurry up and give money. Whoever that we're giving this money must be investigated. We need to investigate them and make sure there are people that will hold them accountable, and make sure that we have someone in decoy that is monitoring what they're doing, that will send report back. Because we don't want to be victims of anybody. This whole dire situation now, they will take money from us. So if the person is getting to money, we have to put things in place. We have to make sure that we are holding the person accountable. Before we give them the money, we have some stipulations on what must be done with that money. And we need evidence of what was done with that money, not hearsay. Actually, this. We need the receipt. We need a video of those things. We need to see where you put it in the warehouse. We need all those information. Time has gone where we will say, oh yeah, they want to buy now. Oh yeah, take it. No, we need to. If you telling us the whatever you're buying is $500 and you get it for $450, but at least we need to see that items of a number of items that was stipulated on whatever you said.
And then why they do that? They should learn to collaborate. Town and town, village and village. Form that unity. That's what God wants us to do at this point in time. Come down, drop all those your things that you used to divide yourself. This one is this group. This one is worshiping this. This one is worshiping that. We have one common enemy. So drop whatever it is as you're fortifying your villages. Let villages share information, share security information, share security information and collaborate together. Because it's going to be for a short while. While you're doing that, work is going on towards our freedom. We are not resting. People are not resting. LSC is working. Because I know some people are waiting by the corner so that once LSC finishes, they'll jump out and take the credit. There's no other person that is doing this work except LSC. LSC and the MNN partner. Because the MNN partner bringing the Yorubas, the middle belt and everything. They are working together because we are all slaves in the same place. We have formed this alliance and we're telling you. So it's when you do that, you bring down that official document. It's easier now to protect your land. It's easier to now say, this is the law in my land, this is this is that. So it's easier, and we are close there. We have 2 steps to go. 2 steps to go. So we are not here to talk. No, work is going on. Because the work that is going on, you don't need a multitude to do it. That's why you think that you're waiting for when they will call you. When you will come in, it's referendum, which is 5% of the work. 5% of the work. So that's when you will come in. So share this message, share this video, tell people so that they will know that work is going on towards our freedom, our independence. For those that say that freedom is not independence, I don't even know how to understand what is going on.
You know, the problem we're having, Sister Ekwi, is that somebody feels since he has good command of English, he can mesmerize our people, he can speak, he can try to retranslate or over-translate or under-translate other kinds of stuff.
That's because of fraud. Because you want to
exactly. I've told you, for you to keep your franchise going, you will continue to devise all kinds of manipulative stuff to make it going, to make it ongoing. Because if you don't, you will lose customers. And some people that are like, oh, your group, they don't have enough people tuning in. That doesn't matter. People always go back to listen to what we say because they're beginning to realize that we are talking from a perspective that they haven't heard before. Nobody is talking about kill, die. Nobody is talking about protest. Nobody is talking about going to fight your governors. Because since they've been talking about fighting, which governor have they fought? None. So we have to start realigning our brain.
Yes.
Put it back to default and start navigating the right path. Because if you don't do this, you will just end up in a worse situation than you are presently are. So our people need to understand this and start understand where we're coming from. The work is the work where everybody will not be out in the street is just 5%. So you can imagine if the reason why you have to be in the street is 5%. Why are you now in the street in the first place?
And getting killed. Allowing yourself to be killed.
Allow yourself to be humiliated. Allow yourself to be killed. Allow yourself to be imprisoned. So for that brother that is asking that what is the strategy, my sisters have explained it already. Strategy is fund your original vigilante back at home. Do not put any money in any WS. These guys are a bunch of comfortable men. They don't even care if you get killed. Do not put any of your money
that they collected for the past 7 years. If they want
where is the defense fund that they collected? Where is it?
They should have had all the ammunition by now rolling in. But they will not be asking you to send more money.
The United States contribute over 10,000 plus to this franchise on a monthly basis.
Per month.
On a monthly basis.
The sad part about all of this, our brother keep asking, how do we stop them from killing us? How do we stop them when you say we are not ready? The point, are you ready, Mazi Onyabuchi? I mean, for real, if you're ready, go for it.
Go for it.
If you're ready, go for it.
No order.
What we don't want is haphazard readiness that will have our women and our children killed.
You're ready when you're not even.
If you are ready, my brother, go for it. Please, full force, go for it. And Mazi Wajike Eugene said, Igbos are your problems. We're not saying that. We're asking for people to do the right thing.
Igbos are not working together. They need to work together.
Yeah.
Let the truth be
spoken.
Let's have
that internal cohesion. that
you
we're
need
looking
internal
for.
cohesion. If you're going to war, if you're divided, you can't go to face your enemy divided.
Exactly.
You are divided, and somebody has technically divided you. So you better start looking for how to bring yourself. All those names and insults you're giving to people, you better start dropping it. Because we want to start coming together. You're not helping yourself.
Right.
Igbos need to do better. You are so intelligent, you're so powerful, you're so talented, then you're divided. Somebody divided you, or some people divided you. Stop the insult. Stop insulting people that are there here to help you. It's not about me, because me, I'm okay. But I'm telling you that if you keep insulting the people that should help you, when it happens, you'll be on your own. So let's tone down the insults and begin to think with our brain. Begin to strategize properly. That's what we're saying.
Not only that, people name. You better be nice to even this thing. And maybe you can use your niceness to deceive your enemies and take over their weapons. So this is a way for you to do what is the right thing. Call out your name and where you're calling from. Hello? Hello? Of course, WhatsApp have to go poop, poop. Poop, poop. Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Wow.
Yeah. That's WhatsApp for you. Whenever you're going to have a good conversation, you hear poop, poop. All right. So our brother is having connection. Hello? Hello? Okay. I think he hung up. So he's having connectivity issue. So Maz, that's what we're saying, we need that internal cohesion to go on. But like my sister said, let's drop the insult, let's stop the name calling. This is not a divided house. It will not stand, my dear. A divided house will not stand. So this is a time for us to get ourselves together, because what we do is that, leave them. No, it's not leave them. You have to bring that soul that was destroyed back. So apologies. I'm sorry for this. Forgive me. Ask for it and move on. Don't use your pomposity and leave it. No, you're going to destroy what you're doing. Leave it. No, you don't get to tell on somebody that is wounded, that kind of nonsense. It's not your heart. You weren't the one wounded. So let's learn to apologize. Let's learn, and those images, when apology is rendered, please forgive so that we can move on. We really have to get this thing going, because any day that we do not get this self-determination that we are looking for is another day for our people to die. So stop insulting your brothers and sisters on your Facebook account because they don't agree with you. Block them, remove them from your platform. That's all you have to do. There's no reason to be calling all these names. We have to get it right. We have to get it right. Our lives depend on this. Our lives depend on this. Use your money resourcefully. Do not give your money to any person that is not giving you an account. Be it Munachi, be it Ekwi, be it Augusta. If we are not able to show you some type of accountability as to the resources that we have deposited in your presence, please stop wasting your time. We have lots of people back home that if you have even simple foundation, we started a foundation for our mom the other day who that instead of using $1 million to bury your mom, use 250,000 naira, but use the other one to make your communities better. Use it for scholarship in her honor, in his honor. Let's do things the right way and stop using it. Everybody will more weight. And so what? You can't more weight. You can only go to the restroom and pee it out. But if you sow a seed and put a child through college, through scholarship in the name of your mother or your father that died, it will always echo into eternity with that child's mind. That's how it works in this so-called industrialized world. You will go to a place called MD Anderson. It's a well-known hospital. You will see an area. A family would have bought it and dedicated to their family. Every time you come in there, you will see the family, thanks to the family of this and this. But no, we use our own to bury a dead person. You use our own to transfer a dead body from another continent to another continent. Yet people around the place, they eat breakfast too. Please, let's get things done correctly. Does it make sense? We actually, oh, I want to show, but they killed 20 cows when my father died. I'm going to kill 40. Really? We are enough. We need to keep telling ourselves we are enough the way we are. We should not be trying to outdo another person. That is not our goal. We shouldn't be trying to do another person. I am enough. That's why you see American, especially the white people, they will go to Oscar with a t-shirt and slippers. The black people will be buying one yard of clothes, $1 million, because they feel like they're not enough. And I'm telling you, with your t-shirt, my brothers and sisters, you are enough. You don't owe anybody any explanation. You don't owe anybody anything. You don't own any village, oh, can I get my whole village because my father died, I need them to know. No. If my father died, I will use his name in an honor of a scholarship and make a change in a child's life. Let's rethink what we are doing, because we cannot be doing things the wrong way and think we are going to get different results. We are talking about doing things the right way. UN Declaration of Human Rights is there. Nobody have read it. We are busy doing all kinds of stuff, being emotional about things. And we are telling you that this constitution is what's holding you in that place. If you vote for Ozodimba, what's the name of that guy? Ozodimba.
Uzodimma. Uzodinja.
If you vote for Uzodimma or whatever his name is, if you did not vote, for the fact you're participating in that fraudulent constitution, whatever they say goes, because it's fraudulent in the first place. They can remove and put whoever they want to put, do whatever they want to do. If you don't remove yourself from it, they will use the same constitution to rule you. Are we talking about referendum? When the referendum comes, as far as the UN is concerned, it should be sponsored by the sovereign state, not by individuals. So that we're not giving money out for referendum. It's in the UN declaration that the states, you will be monitored by them, should sponsor it. And then you decide you don't want UN, these people are not good people, they're not doing what they're supposed to do, and you want to go to war. Make sure you have the strategies to do so. If war is your plan A, make sure you have things in place and not having a hiding somewhere and then you don't have anything in place for our people. Make sure you have things in place. That's all we're saying. If anything worth doing is worth doing right. You want to go through the UN portion of it, because I know a lot of us will say, oh, UN see us, so UN see us. So if you're going through UN because you're calling them to see you, look at their protocol and follow the UN protocols. That's all we're saying. And you decide, I don't want to do UN, I don't trust them, I want to go to war. Please make sure you have the ammunition. Don't call us at this dying minute on Zoom that is owned by a Chinese company to have a meeting about how you're going to defend yourself. If you're going to do it right. Oh, thank you, Monem. I hate to be like this. If only God can see my heart and how much I want for my people. I wish there's a way you can open up and there's a 3D that can show everyone.
God is seeing your heart and he's one that sees it. Human beings don't see it, but he does.
Wow.
And that's why he's blessing
We just want only the best, simply the best, nothing but the best for our people.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's too much to ask.
No, it's not.
Anything we are going to do, we must do it right. No emotions. There should be a policy and procedures. There should be a protocol. There should be consequences for bad behaviors. There should be all these things in place for us to move forward with where we're going. That's all. Thank you, Muchineke. Your final statement before we go.
Yes, as we have often said, we need to get it together. We need to follow the protocol. That is what would help. And as Sister Mona rightly said, if we must go to war, let there be strategy. I mean, strategy should have been there all along. But if we have to go to war, let there be strategy that will make sure it's minimally, we don't have too many people killed in the process. Remember the people back at home, the youth that actually out, the Igbo youth. Now let's come home now. The Igbo youth, majority of them are outside the country. Majority of them are abroad. So now who our mothers and probably the little ones. Our fathers are probably very aged. They may not be able to go to war. So that is why if you are strategizing, make sure you put all that into consideration. The Fulanis that have gathered in our communities, if you know how to take them out one by one, go ahead. We have said use pepper spray, use whatever you know, because they are there to kill you. If they were there to come and be your friends, we won't be in this condition that we're talking about. But they are, and if you go back to all the pictures we've seen on Facebook, these are imported Fulani guys. They're not like the regular Fulanis that we know. These are imported. Some of them look so clean and all that. You're not like, okay, where are they coming from? So they're coming from the other countries, probably Chad, Mali, Senegal, whatever, all those other Fulani surroundings, Somalia or whatever. That is where they're all coming from. Okay. So, and they're coming into our land in droves, like in 911 Caterpillar, Molues and all that. That is how they're bringing them in. All these luxurious big buses, that is how they're bringing them in. And they're bringing them in so many, they disguise them in so many ways so that they can come into our community. So they're already here. Now that they're already here, get the money directly to our vigilantes back at home. Do not put your money in any franchise. That franchise guy is just gallivanting and enjoying himself with your money. That is the truth. That is the awesome truth. If you want to know more, we'll let you know. Do not put any money in any WIC. WIC has been sitting here for long and not thinking of how to strategically protect our people. So do not put your money where your mouth is not. Put your money where your mouth is. Call your local vigilante and our people will be protected. Thank you.
Thank you. Sister Ekwe.
Thank you. I just want to remind our people that this is a new alliance for self-determination. We don't want to be like these dots with all these people around us, our enemies. So it's time to change our language. The way you talk to your neighbors, begin to change because we need each other. They need freedom as well. Just like UN said. UN said if the people want freedom, they must check out with their neighbors as well. Indigenous people that from their neighbors. Your freedom, where your freedom stops, is where your neighbor's own begins. So do not be insensitive and talk to your neighbors anyhow. There's no need for that now. So we want to form this strategy has already been formed. This alliance has already been formed. Let's work on it. Let's begin that internal cohesion. Like I said, I will repeat again. We the Igbos are the ones remaining. We are the ones remaining. So let's cut down on the abuse, on the insults, and all the divisions and begin to come together. If we say we want a nation, I don't see why you want to form a nation with me and you can't have a discussion with me. If I talk, you say you want to kill me. It's obvious you want to conquer me. It's not a nation you want to have. So if you know that I'm a stakeholder in the nation, just like you're a stakeholder, we begin to change our language. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mwachineke. We must change our language. We don't have any choice. Our lives depend on it. Like we said, our enemies have surrounded us. The earlier we start doing the right thing, the better for us. It's like a husband and wife who decided, okay, we don't want to separate because of our kids. You have to go to counseling. You have to change your language. Like my sister said, we have to do things differently if you're claiming that you're doing it for the sake of your kids. If not, the house will remain chaotic. So thank you so much. Join us next week. We are on Facebook. Not Facebook. We are on Facebook, of course. We are on YouTube as Daughters of Truth, bracket BWS. And we are on Twitter and we are on Instagram and as well as, of course, Facebook, where we are live right now. So help us to share our information or these videos. We don't want our people to die for no reason. Like we said, if we are going to war, we must be ready. That's all we're saying. That's an option too. We just be ready. Don't let it be where your enemies will have all the ammunition. You come out there with one knife, and one bomb, the whole village will be gone. We don't want that kind. Cha. So make sure you have your own bomb that you will use in return. If you don't have it, you have to have a rethink. So whatever strategy that we are going to use, let's do it well. Bottom line, let's do it well. That's all we're saying. So we'll see you guys next week. Love, love, love. Please stay safe. Go on YouTube and look up information on self-defense. Do not let anyone jump over your fence and kick your door open. You already have cook hot water, cook hot oil, cook hot anything. So that when you're going to bed at night for the women, set a little oil, fire, and leave your hot oil there. Anybody that comes banging through your door will use that as a welcome. Please.
Yes.
Don't let that happen to you. And tell your family members, if they're pulling up a prank and think they can come to your house in the middle of the night to bang on the door, they may get the hot oil. So do not come in the middle of the night. That's just the important thing. All right. Thank you. Follow us on YouTube. Bye-bye.